Welcome to the Tonya Hoffman's Fabulous TV Show. I am Tonya Hoffman, your host today, and as always, we have an amazing, fabulous guest star, Miss Miluna Fausch. Miss Miluna, how are you?
I am well, thank you, thank you. Happy to be with you today.
Yay! So we're going to hear so much from her, and y'all have to get out some pencils and stuff because this is what it's all about, is getting connected to her. But we want to also remind you that we want you to go out there and change the world from the front of the room. So check out Public Speakers with an S, Association, all spelled out, .com. And register for a time to chat with me, and that way we can get to know each other, see how I can help you, and let you go out there and change lives yourself. Alrighty, so let's get back over to Miss Miluna. So Miluna, what is going on fabulous in your world right now?
What is going on fabulous? We love that word, don't we?
Yes.
I'm just serving my mission, growing my practice. And I'm on a mission to stamp out for public speaking and flat presentations and boring pitches by teaching people how to be effective so that they're heard and recognized through effective, dynamic public speaking.
I love that, because a lot of times people, they don't, I remember even for myself, you don't see yourself, right? And you don't see the little things that can be very distracting, or just how to improve a little bit.
Thank you. I think sometimes people have a different opinion, as you said. They're not aware of it. No, none of their true friends, or they don't have true friends who've said, hey, if you need to get some coaching around that. I know you want to be promoted. And if you'll just change these habits and get some expert feedback, your life will change.
Right. Be careful who you ask what their opinion is, We've all got an opinion. You're like, really? And then you're like, no.
Yes. Because there's a lot of, as you know, Tonya, there's a lot of incorrect information out there about what great speaking is and how to be effective and heard.
Right. Because a lot of times I know people are like, it's got to be memorized, when it just has to be authentic and come from you and have your voice, but adjust it, right?
Yes, memorize. I don't memorize. That's really not the key. Very seldom would we actually want to memorize. You're absolutely correct.
And it's also about like impromptu, because a lot of times we end up getting to speak at an opportunity that we weren't even expecting. And you've got to be, kind of in the mode and know what to do, even on a, hey, why don't you get up here right now? That kind of thing.
It's so true. And so by getting the training and building that confidence, then we've got those great muscles, right? Just like building any other muscle in the body, any other skill that we've spent time cultivating. Yes, so that we're able to speak quickly, spontaneously, on a short notice perhaps. Yes, not missing those opportunities.
So do you have a tip that you could give us that you're like, this is something that everybody needs to know?
Well, my number one tip that I usually share in most of my presentations is to take a breath and continue to be in the moment. And it's so simple, and it's not easy, and most of us don't do it. What happens is we become talking head. We become PowerPoint reader. We're not connecting. We're not fully in the body. So we just need to keep taking a breath, keep coming back to the present moment, staying with our own connection, which allows us to continue to connect with our audience. And that's the purpose, yes, to respect and share and inspire and teach, or whatever our particular intention is for that particular presentation or pitch.
Exactly. I think a lot of times people, they think the whole presentation is about the PowerPoint or the message. And it is, there's a lot that rides on that, but most of it is about how much does the audience actually feel you, and are you there for them, or are you just there for your ego?
It is so true. Perhaps you've seen my video. It's not about your PowerPoint.
I love that.
That is on my website. And what you said, that's exactly why I created it. I have seen so many folks just read it. The problem is we don't need you to read your PowerPoint. We want to hear from you. What's your story, your company message? What's your heart and brain telling us?
Do you find that when people are new, or maybe it's people that have been doing it for so long, it's, you know, kind of that I just need this kind of crutch instead of just going, how can I connect with those people out there? Let me look at their eyeballs.
You're absolutely right. It's both ends. It's the folks that have not trained or don't understand you can train for this. This is absolutely a trainable skill with an expert, a coach, a consultant. And you're right, at the other end, sometimes I find folks are, well, I've been presenting for years, but not well. And it is our responsibility to communicate well. The more clear we are, the more we're laser focused, I might say, on our message, on our branding, on our inspiration, on our life-changing words, the more likely our audience will hear, receive, and their life is changed.
Do you have a, you know, like right? I use the word right too many times. We had that conversation before on one of your tips, and it's like we get stuck in wanting to use these words like, and you don't realize it. Then all of a sudden you're like, I think I've said that word like 14 times already, you know?
Yes. Yes. In order to break those habits, because we all have filler words and we're surrounded by people who use them, unless we're mindful, we will begin to do the same thing, our imitation. The key is, again, to pause or take a breath. And I always record my clients. We're either audio or video, and giving them that feedback. Are you aware that you said the word like 16 times? Because once we're doing those filler words, instead of pausing, breathing, letting the audience hear and catch up, our power is diminished and our message is much less likely to be heard.
Yeah, you know, it's so difficult, I think, a lot of times when we get so stuck in our head of trying to get the message out. I was just at an event, and my message ended up being, boy, my phone is like always happy. It's like really struggling on how do you create that kind of momentum with that audience. And a lot of times it's just about doing, and sometimes you're expecting to say certain things, but they don't even come out because you're just in the moment and you're reading what they're needing. And it's such a hard thing for people to grasp that it's not a set presentation all the time.
That is so true. The fantastic public speaker, the public speaker that is so much better received, so much more powerful, so much life inspiring, changing, all the words I could say forwards and backwards, is the person that can read the room. And as you said, have the awareness. If we have a memorized speech, there is no room in there to go off a little bit in this direction, because you know that's what the audience wants. Or if you're allowing questions at that point, there is a question that might take you a little different, and then you get back to your focal point. But yes, we want to allow room and space for the beauty of going a little different path, answering a little different question, bringing in another point of that business or that training. That's the magic, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think too, what's really important is to be there for the other speakers, because not only are you there to be supportive and be a part of their environment and encourage them, but also hearing what they say, so that way you're not just constantly repeating what the last 5 people spoke about. You get to look fresh and new, but you've got to be able to adjust quickly for that. But a lot of times people just are in their own, kind of mind, and they're not listening and being a part of the environment.
That's a good point. If you're on a panel, there are other speakers present, other people, and it is true. I have seen people just plow through because they have stage fright and they're just going to get through this presentation no matter what. And it's not effective. It's not really respectful or in our own integrity if we really take a look at that. And if we want to up our skill and up our beauty as a speaker and a beautiful communicator, then we want to take a look at that, don't we? We really want to take a look at why we're doing that and build better skills to grow.
Yeah, and I love being a part of the environment for somebody else and being for those speakers. Like I was just in, like I said, in Sacramento, and there, each person I'd take a picture of and post on social media. So not only am I saying, hey, I'm here, I'm having a great time, you know, you should be here too. So I'm supporting the event person, but also the other speakers, you know. So it's like joining a family, and you've got to look at it as that, instead of just trying, this is for me and I want to only sing for me.
So true. I don't know about you. I'm guessing you're going to say you want to work with giving people as well. It's no fun to be around takers, me, my ego. I've been on this stage and that stage. It doesn't really mean anything because you've been to workshops and things where speakers, even well-known, are not good speakers. It's more about their own ego, their own platform, any number of things. I think we're kind of tired of that, are we not?
Exactly.
Exactamo.
Yeah, exactly. And I know you've got something amazing to share and give our listeners today. So what is that?
Yay. Thank you. What I want to offer today is for those folks who, you know, in your heart, you have this burning desire to be a better speaker. You know you will grow your business, you will grow your company, you will get funding, you will get promoted, but you've got to have some expert training. And this is going to take you from where you are now to where you want to go. It's an amazing journey. I want to invite folks, our listeners and watchers, to go to my website. I'll spell it. It is a little unusual. Miluna is M-I-L-U-N-A, Fausch, F like fantastic, A-U-S-C-H, again, milunafausch.com, and apply for a pitch perfect strategy call with me.
Love it. So go and do that like right now and get
Right now.
to Miluna. Yes, right now. And take advantage of getting to know her and take her up on her offer. You know, I love these kind of offers because a lot of times it's about finding that connection. Sometimes you talk to people and you're like, there's no connection, and yeah, goodbye. And then there's other times you're like, oh my God, I adore her. I just love her. You know, how can we do something together? So always reach out and get connected. So I so appreciate you being on here today, Miluna, and definitely want you to come back often so we can have more chats.
It would be my pleasure to do so. Thank you.
All right, everyone, go and check out Miluna. Go to her website, milunafausch.com. And then also, while you're there, you know, follow her on social media. Get connected to her. Say hello. So that way she feels like there's people out there listening. Yay! We all love that. Yes. And then also, while you're out there on the internet, go and check out the Public Speakers Association again. So go to publicspeakers.com and, you know, schedule a time to chat. We are looking for speakers for our upcoming London conference, June 20th through the 22nd of next year. And then we'll have regional events throughout the US and Canada that we will also be looking for speakers. So that information will be up here shortly. All righty, everyone. You have a great day. Thanks, Miluna. Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.